Hello, Technology Crazy here, and today we're going to be doing some more batch programming. We're going to be doing episode 3 in the batch series. If you haven't seen episode 1 or 2, I would definitely suggest going to check it out. The links are on the screen as well as in the description. We cover all the basics of it as well as some of the concepts we're going to be using today, so definitely go and check that out. Anyways, I guess that's all, so please sit back and enjoy, and I hope you guys learn a lot. Okay, so today we're going to be learning tons of things, but before I start, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be upgrading my microphone. So it's going to be quite a big jump for me. It's going to be about $200, and it's the Blue Spark. So it's top-notch for YouTubers, and I'm really excited about it. So please leave your comments below. It's a beautiful mic. Basically, I just want to hear what you guys think about it. But anyways, let's continue on with the video. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be really fun. We're going to start off with how to create text files and save text into files, and then we're going to be using all our knowledge as well as a few more things to create a master program. And basically, this master program will have a menu and everything, and it will be able to create passwords as well as check passwords. So it's going to be really fun. Let's start off with how to create text documents. So let's edit our bat file right here, and let's start with @echo off, just like that. Get rid of all that unnecessary text. Then we're going to start off with something that might seem very elementary. Echo hi and pause. Basically, all this will do is write hi on the screen and then pause. We've done that before. It's very similar to writing a document. All you have to do is do the greater than sign and then name the document you want to save this little piece of text in. So it's going to be echo telling the computer there's text here, taking this and then saving it into a document. So let's do test.txt. So I'll take hi and save it into text.txt. So now let's save that and run it. Sure enough, it created text or test.txt with hi inside it. So now that we know that, we can actually before I go on, I want to let you know if I rerun this, it'll actually rewrite and create the text file, which we don't necessarily want to do. In some instances, you want to add to the next line in the text file. To do this, all you have to do is add another greater than sign, just like that. And if we open it up, it will actually add to the next line in the text file, just like that. So in this case, we actually wanted to rewrite every single time, so we'll just have one. And it will just rewrite every single time. Now let's make our menu for our program. Get started on that because it's going to take us quite a while. It's a pretty big program. First off, how I do menus is I just display a whole bunch of text first. So let's do that. So let's do echo, and then let's show our options. So let's do create, and in brackets let's do create password, just like that. The next one we'll have echo. Let's have this one check password. And if we do echo dot, it'll actually skip a line and leave that one blank just to give it a little nicer look. And let's pause and have a look at it so far. And it gives a little blank and pauses. So now we're going to be asking the user's input because we want to know which one do they want to do. Do they want to create or check? So we can do set/p, and then this is our variable. So let's call this one program, just like that. And then equals, and this is what will show on your screen. So what do you want to do? Question mark, colon, and space. So now we're going to be taking that variable and using a goto command and telling it to either go to the checkpoint create or check. So let's do goto, 2% signs, and program, just like that. Oops. And then all we have to do is set up our two flags. So let's do create, another one down here called check, just like that. So we have our 2 points of our program right here. If we play it, let's look at it. We have our menu, and then all you have to do is type in the one you want to do, press enter, and it'll go to that part in the program. So let's start with create because we've already worked a little bit on it. It's more of the easier side. Reading a text document is much harder. So let's start off with asking what your password wants to be. So let's do set/p once again to ask the user's input, and let's store this one as password, and equals what do you want your password to be? Question mark and colon once again. So now we save that as password, and now we're going to actually be saving password to a text document. So all we have to do is our echo again, 2% signs, and password, just like that. And our greater than sign, and let's do test.txt. just like that. So it's going to save our variable or our password into the text document. After that, we can just pause and let's test it. So let's open up our master and say create, and it says what would you like your password to be, and let's change it to hi. Press enter and it pauses. So let's double check. Sure enough, it said hi, so it's perfect so far. Only thing is, it didn't erase the screen. It continued. We didn't really like that look. So let's add some clearing screen options here. So under create, let's do CLS, which will clear the screen, and let's also do that on this one too. So now if we open it up, go to create, it'll clear the screen first and then ask us what our password wants to be. Another thing is we want to be able to go back to the menu after you're done each one of these processes. So at the very top here, let's do a flag and do start. And then after create here, after pause, we're going to do go to start. So go back to the start. We'll do that one on this one after we're done that too. So now if we run it, we can do create just like that. Oops, sorry about that. And then what would your password like to be? I'll do Justin. Press any key to continue, and it went back to the menu. Once again, it did not erase the screen, so after start, let's clear the screen again, and we should be done the very first part. So create, let's do hi again, and once again, we're back at the screen, and we can double check, and it said hi. So that's the very first part. The second part's a little bit harder, so I'm just going to stop the video because my voice is hurting, and I'll come back to you and teach you the second part. Okay, so the next bit of code here, we're actually going to be asking the user what his password or her password is, then opening up the text document, then extracting all the text in that text document, saving it as a variable, and then comparing both the what the user says his password is and the saved password. And if they're correct, they should match, and if they're incorrect, they should not match. So first, let's ask the user what his password is. So set space /p, so use password. Let's save that as password1 equals, and what is your password, just like that. And then next line, we're actually going to be opening up the text document and extracting the values in there. So first off, we're going to do for, and this is using the for command, using the switch /f. So for space /f. You can also copy this right out of the description if you don't want to follow along with me right now. So for space /f space quotation mark, and we're going to be doing DELIMS, and this stands for delimiter, and this is basically if you have more than one value in your text document, you can search through different lines and different columns and stuff like that. For now, we just want to leave it blank because we're only working with one value in our text document, so we're not going to worry about that. So just do space and then leave that blank and do another quotation mark. Next off, we're going to be doing a token, so that means 2% signs, then an A after it. And basically that will, it's a type of variable, and then we'll look in our text document. So here we'll just type in our text document here, test.txt, just like that, and then we'll have it do, and then a bracket, and 2 lines down we're going to do another bracket. So it's going to do everything in between these 2 brackets. Basically all we want to do here is save this variable as something we can use later on. So let's do set, and let's call this variable text to equal A, just like that. Now we're good to go. Text should equal whatever's in our test file. Now all we have to do is compare the password1 and the text, and we're good to go. So let's just have an if statement. If password1 is equal to, so 2 equal signs, and let's do another 2% signs, text, go to correct. And if it's wrong, it'll just keep on going. So over here, let's have colon correct, and we'll leave that for a second. Let's go to if it's wrong. So if it's wrong, it's just going to keep on going. It's not going to jump to correct. So right below here should be what is if it's incorrect. So let's do echo you are wrong, just like that. And let's have it go back to the start. So go to start, just like that. Now under correct, we're going to be saying echo you are right. And let's have, actually we have to pause in here. You are wrong, pause, go to start, because we want them to be able to read that. And once again, we're going to do pause here, and go to start, just like that. So now we should be good to go. Once again, all this code will be in the description if you don't want to copy it out letter by letter. Let's test it out here. So let's create one, just like that. Let's make it tech and go back here. Let's check if our password's correct. Let's do tech. You are right. Now we're also going to check it again, see if it's saying, let's do something random. And it says you are wrong. So we are done. We have created a program that will be able to save your password into a text document. Once again, it's not very usable in the real programming because you can't have a password saved in a text document, but you can have a variable or something like that, or some information for the user like error logs or something like that. So I hope you guys learned a lot in this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe to stay updated with future tutorials, as well as stay around for the Pick Me program. I guess that's all from Technology Crazy. Goodbye. Anyways, the Pick Me program winner this week is Con Wise, and that's 2 N's. He does tech videos just like normal, and he's more like a newscaster, I guess. He will keep you updated with all the news about tech, so definitely go and check out his channel by clicking on the click me button on your screen. Once again, that's Con Wise with 2 N's. And if you want to be part of the Pick Me program, all you have to do is go into my latest video, leave a comment, leave a normal comment first. I would really appreciate it. I've noticed that I've got lots of Pick Me comments, and it's kind of getting a little bored of it, but just leave a normal comment and then say pick me, and you can say pick me as many times as you want, and I might pick you. So I guess that's all. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's all from Technology Crazy. Goodbye.